Hi, I'm Realtor Bert today, and this is an educational video series I'd like to call Sipping Coffee or Tea with Realtor Bert today. So today's topic is going to be financing and mortgages, part 2. This is the second video in the series of 4, and this one is how to get pre-approved for a mortgage. So if you're looking to get financing for the purchase of your home, there are going to be several steps you're going to want to take. And the first one is to check your credit score. It's always important to get, I think it's freecreditscore.com is one of the sources you can that you can search. I like to do all 3 credit reports, and I set calendar reminders to do this every 4 months, 3 credit bureaus, right? And you're eligible to do one a year. So why not do one every 3 months, every 4 months for each one of the 3 major credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and check those every 4 months and get the full report if you can. So that freecreditreport.com might be your first source to kind of research that, and just Google it, right? But I think it's important to know at all times, what your credit score truly is, right? So check the credit score, right? Review your credit reports, as I'm mentioning here. And the scores, of course, are important for the 3 major credit bureaus. Dispute any errors that you might see, right? If you see any errors that you think are not relevant to you, maybe they're the names that they say, because they'll say also known as, and they'll have a number of names. They used to have my dad's name, my dad's name is one of my names, or an alias or something, and that's not at all the case. So I had to dispute that, right? And of course, work on improving your score if necessary. There are a number of outlets that you can use to try to improve your score as well. Be very careful of that. There are a lot of companies out there promising you to do credit repair and things of that nature. But frankly, they're just not worth it. So my lender partner is Pat Fitzgerald. I've talked about him in other videos, and he has a source. He's an attorney out of Ohio, I think, and he's excellent. He is always successful in getting people's scores up. So if purchasing a home is in your future, either refinancing, we're going to be talking about that in one of the videos, or maybe it's going to be just an outright purchase, move up, move down, or first-time home purchase. It's important to check your credit score. That's number 1. Number 2 is gather financial documents, right? So it's important to collect recent pay stubs, tax returns, W-2 forms if you're a W-2 wage earner, bank statements, and other financial documents. Include the information on debts, such as credit card balances, car loans, and student loans, right? So when you're going to get approved for a mortgage, they're going to basically ask you for all of these items, and they're going to ask them from you, perhaps even a duplicate or even triplicate throughout that process, right, of getting approved and buying the home. And some of my clients come to me and say, you know what, Bert, they've asked me for that like 2 times already. They're checking all the boxes, folks. They're going to cross the T's, dot the I's, so to speak. Because if the file is not complete, they can be fined very large sums of money, by the way. And that's all part of the Dodd-Frank Act. After the housing collapse of 2008, we saw them have a regulatory branch or an oversight branch that's referred to as a CFPB, or the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So they oversee these things, and it's very, very important that they have their files just right. So they're going to ask you for a lot of that kind of stuff over and over again, right? It's quite possible. Just bear with them. It's part of the process. But yeah, have that information readily available, and they're going to ask you for every single page. For example, in that credit card statement, like there's one that says this page left intentionally blank. They want that one too. Trust me, it's part of the process. Just give that to them in PDF format. Everything will be great. So you're gonna, number 3 is calculate your budget. So you want to determine, how much you can afford to spend on a home, considering your income, your savings, your monthly expenses. So they're going to we talked about this in the last video, but you're basically the types of loans, but you're going to be asked for that relevant information about your income as well as your expenses. So basically they're going to be formulating a DTI, right, a debt to income ratio, and we talked about that in the last video, that certain loan programs ask that you stay within a certain DTI, right? It's particularly the conventional loans. FHA is a little bit less stringent, and they'll let you go up to like a 38% or 40% DTI. That's debt to income. That's how much you have coming in each month relative to how much you have going out each month, right? And that's the percentage that they come up with. So use online mortgage calculators to estimate your monthly payments on different loan amounts and interest rates. So I have an excellent one that I use. Just reach out to me, send me a quick text, and I'll be happy to tell you which one I use, which is a really, really good tool. It has a plethora of calculators, not just loan. A regular calculator, obviously, but also, a car loan calculator, tip calculator, like how much to tip at a restaurant. I mean, just it's really quite a phenomenal tool, and I have it on my main screen, like the very first screen, so I can just tap on, because I use it almost every day. I'm not licensed in lending, however, I like to be well versed in these things, and I like to be able to share that information and be a resource to my clients. So use those online mortgage calculators to estimate those payments. It's going to be very helpful, especially when we're tinkering with rates. Right now, rates are kind of high. So now more than ever, find out how much you can afford, right? So that's going to be a very, very important step. Now, I want to just pause for a second and just tell you that all these videos are educational in nature. They're not a sales pitch in any way. Try to be a resource to the public, and I like to be of service to the public. However, I do ask for one thing in return, if you don't mind. Click the subscribe button. Subscribe, forward the content to your friends and family that you think this could be relevant to. And we always like to get comments as well, so feel free to leave us comments as well in the videos. So returning to our list, number 4 on the list is choose a lender. So you're going to want to research and compare the different lenders, including banks, credit unions, mortgage brokers, but I like to use mortgage bankers. So I told you about my guy, Pat Fitzgerald. Again, it would be kind of a shameless plug if I say you got to use Pat. Well, you can use anybody you want, frankly. Obviously, this is America. But you're going to be looking for competitive interest rates, terms, and customer reviews. So that's very important to remember. And just another thing to mention is that when they pull your credit report, it is going to be a hard pull on the credit report, and that's going to be something that you're going to need to stop. Bella, excuse me, that's my dog Bella. So it's something that is going to need to be pulled in order for you to get your credit scores with this lender. But it's just very important to mention that as long as you have your credit reports pulled within a 45-day period, you can shop around for the best deal or the best interest rate and terms. So feel free to look at different lenders, right, during that 45-day period. Credit bureaus are going to see that as you shopping for a mortgage, which this is America, right? You have that right to shop for the best mortgage and terms, and they'll see that they're hard pulls from different mortgage companies, and they'll treat it as one pool, right? Why? Because again, you're shopping for the best deal. and it'll be treated as such. Not too many pools, because too many pools also sends up red flags and reduces the score and stuff like that. So number 5 is submit a pre-approval application. So this is where you're going to complete the lender's pre-approval application, providing accurate and complete information. A lot of those are done online now. They can just text you a link and you just click on it and you can do it on your phone. It's pretty easy, or a mobile device. You're going to authorize that aforementioned credit check as part of the application process, and I just gave you some tips surrounding that. So number 6 is receive your pre-approval letter. Okay, so you're ready to go shopping. Now with this letter, it's going to tell you, it's going to register you now as not register you, but declare you as an RWA buyer. What's that? Ready, willing, and able. You're ready to buy. You're willing to go under contract with the seller, and you're able to buy, which is evidenced by this lender letter, right? This is a very important document, and you're going to want to give that to your realtor, because they're going to need that letter in order to submit an offer on your behalf. Remember that you need to agree now. As of August 17th, we're already at the end of 2024, and you have to agree at what that committed compensation percentage is going to be in order to work with them. So make sure you get all of that squared away, and give them a copy while you're hiring them of that lender letter, because they're going to need that in order to submit offers on your behalf. Otherwise, the seller's not going to take you seriously, right? So if approved, you'll receive that pre-approval letter stating the loan amount you qualify for, the type of loan it's going to be, and the terms. Might even tell you the loan to value, right? How much they're going to loan you. You're putting 30% down, it's a 70-30 LTV, right? So this letter, again, is going to strengthen your offer when buying a home, and it's imperative. You have to provide this as part of it. They're not going to take you seriously otherwise, right? But you're showing the sellers that you're a serious and you're a qualified buyer. So by understanding, these aspects of financing and mortgages, we feel that potential home buyers and homeowners can make informed decisions that best suit their financial goals and their financial needs. So hopefully you found this information helpful and of service to you. Once again, I'm Realtor Bert Tade. I'm broker owner of Santino Properties LLC. We're a boutique brokerage which helps our clients win both buyers and sellers in a competitive San Antonio marketplace through the unique and effective use of marketing. And this has been another video, sipping coffee or tea with Realtor Bert Tade. Thanks for watching.